Fight fans, here we go. Now in the ring, 4 rounds of boxing in the lightweight division. This bout is sponsored in part by Camino Real Realty and Staples. It's that easy. Once again, our referee in charge of this bout, Jack Reese. And now, introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the red corner, he is wearing white trunks trimmed in the color of the Mexican flag. He is training out of Miguel Nava Boxing Club in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. He weighed in 134.9 pounds. His record, 2 wins, 3 losses, with both wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mario "The Road" Aquirre. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He is wearing black trunks, also trimmed in the color of the United States flag and the Mexican flag. He is training out of Grandpa's Boxing Gym in Westminster by way of Downey. He weighed in 133.6 pounds. He brings to the ring an undefeated record, 6 wins, no losses, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Julian Rodarte.
There he is, Julian Rodarte. 21 years of age, fighting Mario Aquirre. Am I saying that right? Aquirre?
Aquirre, yeah. It's going to be a nice action-packed fight. You got a Mexican-American and a Mexican. You put them together, that's nothing but action.
Well, welcome everybody. If you're just joining us, it's our 4th fight of the evening. Ed Holmes, Battle of the Rising Stars, live from Montebello, California. Thanks for joining us. If you're just, we've got a live feed going on. I want to just take a moment. There's a bunch of people who are joining the live feed with us tonight. I want to call you guys out. Looks like we have Gervasio Cachez Perez, Costas Giovanni's, I don't want to say anybody's name wrong, Antoine Gooch. A lot of new listeners out there tonight for the first time being exposed to our live stream. I appreciate you guys getting out there, and certainly join us on our Facebook page at Battle of the Rising Stars event under the All-Star promotion page, and we're looking for you out there. And these are the times to come. We're going to start really trying to interact with our online audience as well. So anyway, back to the fight now, round 1. Wow, and we've got a hard-hitting fight right off the bat here. Julian Rodarte in the black trunks, taking the center of the ring right now against Mario Aquirre in the white and green. Mario coming at 2-3-0 with 2 KOs, 29 years of age. He's out of Tijuana, Baja, Mexico, but he won his last 2 by TKO. I should say he won his last 2 in TKO down in Mexico. At the Rancho Grande Bar.
Rancho Grande is known for a lot of great fights, I've been there a few times. I was actually there recently, about 2 weeks ago, and they produce really great fights out there too. So if you haven't been there, the way it is here, it's probably not the best compared to this, but it's pretty similar. So I recommend, if you haven't been there, check it out.
Nice, I'll certainly do that. Before that, Mario had sort of a tough start. He lost his debut in Tijuana, and then lost his next 2 by knockout here in California. So he's back here in California from Mexico. He's trying to get that monkey off his back and win one.
Definitely, at least win one over here.
Yeah.
But he has a tough with El Cuate Rodarte, Julian. Julian's a hungry, undefeated fighter who is definitely coming to win again.
Yeah, Julian undefeated, 6-0 in the black trunks. Lives in LA, born in Tijuana. He debuted back in 2015 at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix. Good first round. You can sense right away a couple of good fighters here. A little bit of mutual respect going on. Mario Aquirre in the red corner there. Catches his breath a little bit. I want to certainly thank our ring girls this evening as well for joining us. We always, Ed Holmes always does a great job with getting the ring girls in here.
And he has a good select of them.
I've noticed there's always plenty of guys there ringside too to help them on and off the ring there.
I think I'm gonna have to switch jobs and get me one of those kind of jobs.
Yeah, I didn't know it took 3 people to. Well, welcome back. Round 2, Battle of the Rising Stars. Julian Rodarte fighting Mario Aquirre here. Aquirre in the white trunks, Julian in the black. Julian at 6-0, trying to go to 7-0 here. And now here's a left-right combination coming in from Julian, and that was a stinger. There again, Mario Aquirre in the white trunks walked into a little jab there as well. So Mario, you can see on his face a little bit of agitation. He's taking a few shots as Julian comes in again. Julian in the black trunks at 21 years of age. Mario, his opponent, at 29. Mario at 2-3-0, but 2 knockouts. His 2 wins coming by knockout. He's had more success down in Mexico than he's had up in here in the California area, so he's looking to come up here tonight and change that trend. Ooh, Julian landed a couple shots here now. Left hand to the face of Aquirre, and Julian dictating the action sort of so far, definitely getting the better of the exchanges to this point. You see Aquirre is starting to tie up a little bit. Looks a little bit of his energy level's gone down, at least a click from that last couple of exchanges. Julian in the black trunks has fought his last 5 in Mexico as well.
He's coming at him. You could tell Julian, he's the stronger puncher. He's collecting his punches well, and he's just sticking on his opponent. He's really not letting him any room to breathe. This is definitely a great, smart fight by Julian Rodarte.
Yeah, he's seemingly doing a better job of kind of controlling. You can always tell the guys who sort of have their balance and seem a little more centered, and then whereas guys that move around more and seem like they're a little more off balance. As we close out the second round here, Julian Rodarte doing a nice job of I think winning the round again. Maybe he's won both. The first one maybe a little harder to call. But regardless, we've had some great fights out here so far, and another one going on right here. Mario Aquirre now in his corner.
And Julian's keeping up that great pressure, like I said. I think I have Julian winning up both rounds. He's definitely keeping a strong mobility and working his opponent good. He's leaping in and out. He's keeping his good distance when he has to, and the same, he's able to attack when needed. without getting over pressure, over necessity. And as you can see as well, he has, Clemente Medina, which is a former trainer of, former 3-time world champion Abner Mares. So having Clemente Medina in your corner is always a great plus.
Definitely very relaxed in the blue corner with Julian as well. He's seemingly, his corner's just calling for more of the same, as he's pretty much dictated the action, fight going his place. It's going to be up to Mario now to try to disrupt things here in the third round, maybe mix it up, maybe land a couple shots and back Julian down. And here's a nice exchange from both.
In order for Mario to exchange around, he got to start letting those hands go more, because he's letting Julian dominate the whole inside and out of the fight. So if Mario wants to have even a slight chance, he just got to let those hands go.
Julian continuing to press the action, keeping Mario back sort of on, or at least close to the ropes most of the fight. A little bit of a different tone now coming from Mario in the white trunks, though. He's covering up a little more, and it seems like maybe now coming into a more of a patient mode here.
Definitely in the corner, you hear Clemente Medina shouting to Julian, "Don't throw hard, prepare your punches. Don't just throw, just prepare your punch before you throw," which is a good example. Keep him calm and choose the right punches when he throws them.
Yeah, I think, it'd be pretty easy to come out, the first 30 seconds of round one, maybe a little overly excited and sort of forget about what you were worked on.
Definitely. And then, that's usually how it is, starting the fight jitters, but, he's already in the third round, and, he's dictating the fight. He's able to control the fight, so, there's no need to rush. If the knockout comes, I'm pretty sure he'll take advantage, but, he's doing enough to win the fight pretty comfortably now.
Both fighters seemingly sort of come into their rhythm now as Julian continues to press, but as of now anyway, Mario Aquirre doing a nice job of kind of, at least making the pace a little more in his favor. If he can maybe have a strong finish here, maybe take this round down.
Definitely, still, rounds are still to grab, it's halfway through the fight, but it all depends on if he wants to, how he dictates the rest of the rounds.
Now Mario Aquirre taking the center of the ring, 29 years of age, getting out of Tijuana, Mexico.
Nice overhand by Julian Rodarte, trying to leap into the body.
Ooh, winding down round three, and a little different feel, I think, from that round than the first two.
Oh yeah, definitely. So by the looks of it, Rodarte kind of, calmed down his the way his tactic. Like I said, he probably realizes that he has a slight advantage, a pretty good lead on the fight. So there's no need to go in and roll.
Yeah, arguably, Julian Rodarte in the blue corner has successfully won at least 2 of the 3 rounds, at least. So yeah, you're kind of right. He's able to step back now a little bit and say, okay, what do you got?
Yeah, definitely. He knows. I'm pretty sure his corner is telling him too that there's no need to rush. There's no need to rush. You're up. See, the referee's telling him in the corner he's up in the fight, so he doesn't need to rush.
Here we go, round 4, Ed Holmes, Battle of the Rising Stars. Welcome if you're just joining us. We're streaming live tonight on Facebook and some other platforms. If you're out there, we sure appreciate you joining us this evening. Also want to thank United Boxing Academy for their involvement tonight. Ever since they got involved, things have seemingly gotten even better here at Battle of the Rising Stars. We've sold out the last 2 or 3 events. And you can just feel that things are really catching on here again at the Quiet Canon. And now we have Aquirre for the first time leading out with his jab, trying to see if he can figure out a path to victory here. Julian Rodarte is a tough opponent, and he's showing that right now. Oh, and look at that. Rodarte sort of stumbling in as he tried to go for the kill there. And I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but it seems like Mario is starting to kind of get into his rhythm here. He's starting to...
He definitely is starting to get into it, but, you know, might be a little too late for that now. You know, he should have started getting into it maybe 2 rounds ago, but, you know, that one punch could make all the difference.
Well, like we were saying earlier, the last thing that Julian wants to do right now is come in and walk into a punch or something. He's got the lead, you know. But Mario Aquirre letting him know he's not going to go down without a fight, showing a little footwork and still continuing to throw nice punches. Again, Darren Bond here with you ringside, JC, and who do we have way over here on the end? Looks like we've got a new commentator over here.
Say his name.
I don't know if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Say your name.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Don't be shy.
Say your name. Your name.
Say your name.
Manuel.
Manuel, how you doing tonight?
Yeah.
Good. You like the fights? You like the boxing?
It's his first time at the fights.
This is your first time at the fights. So what do you think about it?
It's good.
Pretty fun, huh? That's a lot to take in. How old are you?
I'm 10.
Right on. Well, welcome, Manuel. You've got one of the best type of fighting places you could ever come to here. It's a family-friendly environment here. I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Where's my beer? Huh?
It's a family-friendly show here.
Yeah.
So we've got Manuel here with us. Interesting round there. We're going 6 rounds of boxing, and for the first time, Mario Aquirre, maybe in that 4th round, showing a little spunk.
Definitely. So, he came back. He was catching Rodarte in spots, but I think Rodarte took it pretty fairly. He has a pretty fair advantage on this one. So, you know, it's all up to the judge's decision now.
Oh, you're right. What I just said, we're going 6. That was the last round. Sorry, I got a little distracted there by Manuel. I always get some kids around. I lose my.
It's
You're
all
right.
good. I think the excitement of having fun here tonight is getting to all of us.
I'll tell you, it's a great crowd. It's hard not to get a little caught up.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have our decision. All 3 judges ringside scored the bout 40 to 36 in favor of our winner by unanimous decision. He is still undefeated, Julian Rodarte!
Yeah, kind of an obvious win there. Julian came out pretty focused. He continued his attack, and it seemed like pretty much Mario wasn't able to.
Yeah, wasn't able to comprehend on it, but it's a good win nonetheless for Julian Rodarte. You know, continues his undefeated streak. Definitely very young fighter, up and coming. I recommend everyone, if you haven't seen him or haven't seen much of him, you probably got a good taste out of him tonight. So there's more to come for Julian El Guate Rodarte.